Sorry, Una.
Well, my mom was watching the news one day, and she heard about another girl who had won the scholarship from the previous years. And then she came upstairs and told me about it. She was really excited about it. And so I went online and researched it and decided to apply because I thought, I mean, what are the chances that I'm going to get it? And so I was hoping.
So you both, about this time, you're both entering into colleges,
Yes.
this 2014.
Yes.
Now, were there any special requirements to get the scholarship?
Your GPA, right? Was it a 3.0?
I think you had to have a
be?
3.0 or higher.
Mm-hmm.
And then another one was you got to have been doing service in the community and in your school.
Mm-hmm.
And that was kind of what one of the essays was about. You had to write an essay about like what you've done for the community and how you've given back, and about how many hours you put into the service that you do.
What kind of community work were you engaged in, Una?
In the community, I was doing something called the Martin Luther King Commission, and basically it was an organization put together to celebrate the life of Martin Luther King and his service. And every year we plan to have a big celebration where we have people, inspirational speakers come, and we also have a day of service that's incorporated with that, and it's where people can come and decide to like give blood and serve the community, go to retirement homes and help out with that. And it's all held in at the end of January about. And in addition to doing that, I was also in my school's track team. I was in part of the leadership council, and through that, like I was able to help the younger kids, like kind of mentor them and work with them to show them, I guess, the ropes of being on the track team. And then also in the track team, I participated in sprints and as well as throwing discus, which I really liked, and that's actually what I went to states for 3 of the years that I was in track. I was in track for 4 years, but started discus my second year.
Huh.
And then also I've worked with animals because I'm a really big advocate for animals, and so I was part of this organization called PAWS, which was Protection of Animal Welfare Society. And what we did was we helped out local shelters by holding fundraisers, and through that we were able to raise a lot of money. We were actually able to get some of the animals adopted, which was really cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
What high school?
Centennial High School. It's in Ellicott City.
Oh, it's in Columbia, Maryland. Just about it's Ellicott City, Howard County. Yeah. How about you, Chelsea?
Okay, so my senior year, so this year I participated in 2 different community service activities. So the first one was volunteering at Utah Marshburn in Baltimore City. And after school each day we would assist the kids with homework, play games with them, and different activities, whatever they needed to do. And then once that program ended, I started volunteering at Reading Partners at Samuel Coleridge Taylor Elementary School. So the goal of the program was to enrich every child's reading abilities. So each child was at different reading abilities, and each child had a tutor. So we were giving them a lesson, I guess, each day of the week, trying to help them to reach their reading goals and become proficient based on their grade level. And then I also started a charity called the Purple Hope Charity. So that was to provide materials to homeless people in Baltimore City. What else did I do?
What high school?
St. Timothy's High School.
Where's that?
It's in Stevenson, Maryland.
Stevenson, that's towards the Towson area, correct?
Yes, it's right off of Green Spring.
Yeah. So now you both have received scholarships from the Dream 4 Foundation, and would you like to tell us where you're going come this fall?
Yeah. I'm going to be attending Carnegie Mellon University in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I'll be studying biology.
Oh, wow, I'm not surprised. How about you, Chelsea?
I'm going to be attending York College of Pennsylvania in York, Pennsylvania, and I'm an early childhood education major.
Wow. Now, you both have different interests. Like in your case, Ona, the Martin Luther King, was that choice yours, or
Yes.
you were... Why did you choose Martin Luther King?
Because I had a friend who had actually been part of the organization before, and then she knew that she couldn't continue for the next year, and so she thought that I'd be a great replacement for her, and she thought that I was, because I had been doing things through my church. We actually have this thing where called Hope Worldwide, and with it we hold days of service every year, and it's all focused around Martin Luther King and the work that he's done. And so she took that and thought that I'd also be good for helping like the community out with holding events for Martin Luther King to celebrate him. And so I ended up taking over, and I loved it. I loved all of it. It was really cool to just be with a lot of people who had the same purpose, which was to celebrate Martin Luther King and the work that he did.
And after you finish, what are your ambitions for, post-graduation?
So I have a couple. I really want to do something in veterinary medicine at this point. Throughout high school, both my junior and my senior year, I was part of internships, and my first internship was at a veterinary hospital, and I got to see kind of like the logistics and like what goes into the primary care of animals. And then my senior year, I did an internship at an emergency animal hospital, and there I got to see kind of like the, I guess you could say the background of things, and like got to see what happens when an animal needs critical care, kind of like a human, like when a human needs critical care. And so I really enjoyed that, and I thought that from there I'd want to go into something more specialized rather than just doing regular veterinary medicine. And so now I'm thinking that I either want to go into emergency animal medicine, or I want to go into like working with service and military dogs. And then also another ambition I have is to go into cancer research. I want to do something, and this would be for humans, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. But I want to like even start throughout college and like try to find internships where I can work with cancer research, because first of all, I know that cancer can cause a lot of damage within families, and then also it just takes over and then consumes people, I think.
Yeah.
And so I think it'd be really cool to like try to find solutions for that. And then also we learned about cancer in my AP biology class, and I found it really interesting, just like the different genes that go into forming cancer and like the ones that are supposed to protect against it. And so I found it really interesting and just thought it'd be really cool to learn.
Thanks. And Chelsea, you having your hands full as well. Working with people who are homeless, you said, correct? Now, how the fact that DreamWorks or Dream for It foundations have helped you in starting your college careers, how have you been inspirational to other students in both high schools or in your communities? Let's start with you, Chelsea.
I think definitely through my volunteer work at Samuel L. Coleridge Elementary. No, sorry, I said the wrong name. Samuel Coleridge Taylor Elementary School and Utah Marshburn. I think helping the children out and showing them that they can achieve their goals and not to let anything stop them. Because a lot of the children grow up in not so good areas and always don't have that influence that they can do better. So I think that's how I've been influential in my community.
How about you, Ona?
I think for me, the biggest thing I've shown my community is that nothing is impossible. I think I've worked so hard, like all the years that I've been in school, not only in academics, but also in helping the community and giving back, that I've shown people that it's possible to have both an academic life and then also a life helping out in the community. And so I've worked really hard to inspire kids to go after their dreams, like apply to those colleges that you don't think you can get into, because you never know. Like, you never know what the admissions office is looking for, and you just have to try your hardest. And in order to achieve, even going forward, like in order to achieve what you want to in life, and in order to be able to become the things you want to be and do the things you want to do, you need to try your hardest and just know that the answer is not always no, that things are possible.
Right. So what do you have to say about Dream for It Foundation?
I'm just very, very grateful that Dream for It Foundation has started this scholarship, because I know that it's not enough to just have dreams to want to achieve something. You also need the monetary aid to be able to do that. And so I know that the Dream for It Foundation is going to provide me with that monetary aid that I need in order to be able to pursue what I want to. So I'm very thankful for their scholarship.
And you, Chelsea?
Very thankful, just like Anna, right? Anna said, and to give people the money to be able to achieve their dreams, like she said also, I think is a great opportunity. What I really liked about the Dream For It scholarship was that our essay was focused on what we wanted to do with our lives and our dreams, and not just well, I'm not a frame this, but I like the questions that it asked, and it was very easy to write this essay because it came, it just came from inside of you, what you wanted to do with your life. So I'm really grateful.
Well, I want to thank you both for stopping in and giving me some of your ambitions on tape.